stuff Mirliton with ham and shrimp, and we're going to stuff some bell peppers with shrimp, ground meat, and crab meat. So let's get started. Okay, this is a whole bell pepper, and I'm going to show you how to prepare it before you can stuff it. You have to set your bell pepper down, split it in half. And you're going to take the top off, just like that, and you're going to clean the insides out. And this is what your pepper going to look like. Once you clean it out, you're going to wash all the seeds out. And you're going to take all your halves of your peppers, and you're going to put it in some water, and you're going to parboil them until they get almost done, but not all the way. And this is what it looks like once it's been parboiled. And then you can take it out, let it cool, and wait till you make your dressing. Okay, here's your Mirliton. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare this so we can get it started so we can make the Mirliton dressing. First you peel it like you do a potato. And once you peel it and get all the peeling off like a potato, you turn it to the side and you cut it in half. And there's a seed in the middle. You want to take this seed out. Take all this out. Now remember, you done already peeled it, so now you want to dice it up, just like it is in the Berlin arch potato. Okay? And then we'll put it on in some water and let it burn. Okay, now we're going to take and start making the dressing for the stuffed bell pepper. Now remember, I'm trying to do 2 dishes at one time, so try to keep up with me. So in this is ground beef for your dressing. And in here, we're going to put some onions, some bell pepper, some seasoned oil, some accent, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some sea salt, and some thyme. And in the middle, after that gets done, we're going to drop the shrimps in here, and we're going to drop the crab meat just at the end. We just want to fold the crab meat in. We don't want to cook the crab meat in the dressing, okay? And we're going to also add breadcrumbs in here too. And that's going to give you your dressing the stuff in your bell peppers that I showed you that was already parboiled, okay? Over here, you already have your Mirlitons burning. You want to put them on and have them burning. All right, so we can start adding some dry seasoning up in here. We want to make sure they get real tender like an arch potato, and we can chop it up and make the Mirliton dressing. So let's put a little garlic powder, a little seasoning oil, we're going to put some accent. We're going to put some onion powder. A little sea salt. We're going to put a little black pepper. And we're going to put a little parsley. And we're going to let that cook until it gets tender. Okay, let's put some onion in here. Let it start cooking down with it. You can put it, season it how you want to season it. It's up to you. This is bell pepper. We're going to let that cook. Okay, in your ground meat dressing for your bell peppers, you're going to put some bell pepper. You're going to put some onions. Okay, I know some of you may say my seasoning is real big, but it's okay because the cooking process is going to make it tender. And once it cooks down and you make the mixture, make the dressing, you really won't even see the big pieces of seasoning. I like seasoning my dressing. I like seasoning, period. Put some garlic powder, some seasoned oil, some accent, onion powder, sea salt, some thyme, some black pepper. And we're going to let it cook down. And then we'll be back to add the shrimp. Okay, now we're back. The ground meat has cooked down for the dressing, for the stuffed bell pepper. Let's add the shrimp in. And these shrimps have been cleaned and deveined, each and every one of them. When I say devein, I mean cut the back out. Get all the sack out of that. Let's pour it in. We're going to let that cook for a while. Okay. And just before we get ready to finish with the dressing, we're going to fold this lump crab meat up in there. See? White Louisiana lump crab meat. Delicious. All right, here's your Mirliton. It's been browning, so make sure it's soft. And when it gets down to this point, if you can't chop it in your pot, you can use a potato smasher. That way you know it's tender. And smash it up. Okay, and at this stage, we can add the ham. And let it cook. You smash it. After we added the ham, we keep it smashed to make sure it's tender. Now I'm going to add the shrimp, which has already been washed and deveined, just like the dressing for the bell pepper. And we're going to fold them in. All right, the shrimp is cooking real well. We're almost ready to add the breadcrumbs. All right, let's put some breadcrumbs in the dressing. Mix it up. When you feel it's getting stiff, some more. All right. Stiff, and I can hardly stir it. So that's where your stock come in at. All right. Now we're going to do the Mirliton dressing. We're going to add some breadcrumbs. we're going to mix the breadcrumbs up till we get to the consistency that we need. And you can also add some of that shrimp stock in here, give it a better flavor. Pour it in there. Okay. And this is your Mirliton pepper, okay? Let's check the dressing. We're almost through. We're going to put a stick of butter in there. And we're going to drop some Parmesan cheese. And then after that, we're going to stuff the bell pepper. And this dressing is ground meat, shrimp, and crab meat. We're going to fold the crab meat in just before I'm ready to turn it on. And you really don't need no fire under this because the dressing is hot enough to melt the butter and the cheese. There's no fire under this pot. All right, let's check on our Mirliton casserole. Now you have ham and shrimp in here. We're going to drop the butter in here too. And when this melts, we're going to crack an egg in both of them. And the reason why I'm cracking an egg in there, a raw egg, is to make it whole. So let's check on this later. The last thing we're going to do is just fold some lumped crab meat in here in your dressing for your stuffed bell peppers. Okay. Now let's check on our Mirliton dressing. This is ready too. All we have to do is just put this in the pan, sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top, and when the stuffed bell pepper is through, the Mirliton dressing is through. Now we're going to put the Mirliton dressing in the pan. I already sprinkled some accent in the bottom. Sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top. You can freeze this just like it is and bake it whenever you're ready. And this is your bell pepper dressing, crab meat and shrimp. And when you stuff these bell peppers, you can wrap them individually, and they'll last for a whole year in your freezer. Sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top. Okay. This is stuffed bell peppers with crab meat, shrimp, and ground meat. And this is your Mirliton dressing with ham and shrimp. All you have to do is just wrap it up, freeze it, pull it out when you're ready. The Mirliton, your bell peppers, wrap them individually like this. Put them in the freezer. You can have them all year long. Mirliton dressing, bell pepper, stuffed with crab meat and shrimp. And I hope you enjoy your meal, because today you've been cooking with Sheila Rose. And now the kitchen is closed. Thank you.